Ayan mga kaibigan and buddies, sorry sa nangyari kanina, nagkaroon tayo ng konting technical difficulties at nag-disconnect ang ating live stream, pero game muna ulit tayo mga kaibigan. You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season, a match between Team GG.Sphere Manila Eagles versus the MSI EvoGT. Ito na mga kaibigan, game muna tayo. Let's see how the team will win this game sa laban na to.
Alright, so looking at the map right now, I see that the Manila Eagles will be spreading out. There won't be an early invade coming from the Manila Eagles. Probably just gonna protect their jungle buffs, but MSI EvoGT may be planning to go for an early level 1 now. At level 1, I feel like they don't have a very strong level 1, although they can provide a lot of burst damage coming from the Janna, Wukong, and Renekton skills, and of course LeBlanc to follow up, but Vayne won't be able to provide much things at the level 1. Emily Chalk here spotting out the members of MSI EvoGT grouped up here towards the blue buff of Manila Eagles. Now, moving down to the bottom lane, probably gonna try to force an invade here, probably try to steal a buff or pick off somebody there. We see Oni chasing down TG here, TG all alone here, trying to escape the damage coming from Oni. Oni just using basic attacks on TG, lowering his life to about a quarter of his health.
At this point of time, we are looking at the team MSI EvoGT being an aggressive lineup para sa kanilang team members, and looking what is happening at this point of time. Team MLE trying to they're trying their best na mag-secure lamang ng kanilang mga buffs dito and trying to defend their blue and red buffs sa laban nila against team na MSI EvoGT. MSI EvoGT with their lineup, they're most likely going for the late game dito. We have MSI EvoGT Carl picking up Vayne once again in the bottom lane. At when it comes to the laning phase, Caitlyn and or Marky and TG have the advantage since we all know the range output. I mean yung kanyang range pagdating sa kanyang CS, he can secure more CS against his opponent dito na si Vayne, and he can just harass his opponent dito in the bottom lane. Especially Vayne, having that short range against si Katie na may malaking range dito, hindi niya ganun masasecure yung kanyang CS in the bottom lane. So it's all about how Vayne tried to make sure na yung CS niya makukuha niya against his opponent.
Yes, Emery Chalk doing really good so far at level 1, bringing down the, looks like First Blood may come here any second here. Marky chasing down Edge here, using the shield to protect herself. Carl now doing some damage to Marky. Luckily, because of that, they were able to escape First Blood. Marky.
Is it mga kaibigan? Marky taking so much damage in the jungle dito. Coops trying to respond to that team fight. And they are chasing Emily Marky dito mga kaibigan. Take note, Flay ang nilagay ni TG dito. So wala siyang death sentence. He can't do anything na para magbigay ng crowd control in the bottom lane if ever they were forced to initiate. Pero take note mga kaibigan, the Ignite and Flash for TG dito has been used already. So, for the meantime, walang magkakaroon dito or walang aggressiveness from the team members of MLE in the bottom lane kasi both a champion burned their flash. So, mangyayari dito, once na mag-gack si Coops, he can secure a kill kung kukunin niya si TG dito, but Marky still have yung kanyang caliber net na pwede siya mag-disengage.
Yes, and actually, at the top lane, Emily Yukes with the Gragas, actually going for like possibly an AP build Gragas because he already picked up a Doran's Ring. Of course, you can always switch over to a tanky build. Right now, you can see here in the bottom lane, Carl going down to about 150 HP, deciding to go back to base. Of course, that gank coming in from Hayes here.
Yes, Coops mga kaibigan, trying to gank na mid lane dito. Emily Chalk running for his life. Nag-miss ang entire chain ni MSI EvoGT on in the mid lane. Alam mo, when it comes to a LeBlanc champion pick dito, you're most likely going to secure yung ethereal chain lang. Kasi kapag tumama yung ethereal chain mo, for sure you can kill a champion dito with the help of your jungle.
That's right. Alright, so Emily Yukes here still farming, taking a lot of damage already from MSI EvoGT. She on Renekton. As you can see, you're using his skills to harass Yukes even under his turret. There we go, see a body slam connecting. Chalk.
Mid lane mga kaibigan, Emily Chalk getting the life of one champion dito. Coops have to disengage with that flash out. And yes, he successfully disengaged in the mid lane.
That's right.
Napakagandang rotation from Emily Hate dito, ganking any lanes at this point of time, pero top lane mga kaibigan, hindi pa niya nadadalaw. And so far, with that item advantage for Wooks dito, or para dito kay Coops, since siya yung unang umuwi, bago itong si Hate in the bottom lane kanina, I mean in the jungle dito, you have the slightest advantage pagdating sa kanyang pag-clear ng minion wave. Also yung kanyang regeneration ng mana and lifesteal from that minion sa jungle.
Yes, alright. So right now, Emily Chalk winning the CS war against LeBlanc in the mid lane, going 31 CS to 70 to LeBlanc, and of course dealing.
Napaganda pag-hook mga kaibigan. That death sentence from MLTG dito. They're getting the life of MSI, EvoGT, Carl in the bottom lane, but they have to stop being so much aggressive mga kaibigan. Pero na top lane, a gang from Emily dito. He was ignited. Emily Hooks with that flash out. Very good job in the top lane dito. And it was first blood for Team Emily in the top lane.
That's right. So first blood going to Emily Hate. Actually, Gragas using the ignite to make sure Emily Hate can secure that kill. So good job coming from both members of Manila Eagles. Down here in the bottom lane, we can see Marky and TG dominating as well the bottom lane. As you can see, MSI EvoGT Carl has had to go back to base twice already so far the past 5 minutes of the game, and this is really bad for him because he'll be behind in level and of course in gold as well.
So far ngayon, yes, you're right. Sa EvoGT, nagkakaroon na medyo hirap na hirap sila sa kanilang laning phase against their opponent. All lanes have the advantage pagdating sa kanilang CS at yung kanilang kills. Take note mga kaibigan, Emily Hughes is forced to get that first item para sa kanyang armor. Also to get the Zhonya's ring, Zhonya's Swordcast against their opponent sa laban nila. And in the bottom lane, I think naging effective dito kung bakit sobrang naiiwan sa CS itong si Carl against kay Marquis, because yung gank kanina ni Evelyn in the bottom lane.
Yes. Actually, like, of course, factor in din yung range ng gate lane. I'm surprised that they still haven't decided to do a lane swap since they know that they're losing that lane in terms of CS. As you can see, Chalk receiving some damage back from Oni right now. TG being very aggressive there, throwing out his death and not connecting with any members of MSI there in the bottom lane, but Marky still using his superior range to harass both members of MSI.
Actually, in the bottom lane, I am thinking na medyo naging confident enough yung Team MSI EvoGT to defeat the bottom lane of Team Manila Eagles since they have Janna and Vayne para sa kanilang lineup. Siguro kung hindi si Janna yung kanilang support, they would have, there's a possibility na magpunta sila sa top lane dito to do a lane swap with the Renekton. Pero looking at this point of time, hirap na hirap silang lumaban against their opponent. Flashing from TG dito, a good death sentence from MSI EvoGT, from Emily TG, and he was ignited. And yes, he goes on and is banned from Coops in the bottom lane dito ng animang boy ni TG. He is taking so much damage. One more dash in from Coops. A good frame mga kaibigan for Team MSI EvoGT to disengage in that team fight. And yes, they are chasing MSI EvoGT Carl in the bottom lane, but hindi na sila ganun na nagpumilit at kunin pa isang buhay ng Team MSI EvoGT. So far, very good job for Team Manila Eagles. 2-0 ang ating score. Ang ating goal difference ay around 2.3k in favor of Team na Emily.
That's right. Alright, so here in the top lane, Emily Yokes looks like will continue building Gragas as AP. He already picked up the barrel roll, including the body stamp, and of course, his Drunken Rage. Right now, Shishi deciding to pick up the tried to pick up the double goals, but decided not to continue that. Evelyn, of course, Emily Hate on Evelyn is trying to make some plays here in the jungle, but wasn't able to spot the jungler of MSI EvoGT. Alright, so it looks like Manila Eagles bottom lane decided to go back to base to pick up a few items. They definitely have a large CS advantage, gold advantage, and experience over the members of MSI EvoGT in the bottom lane. We see here Caitlyn picking up a Vampiric Scepter and a fully upgraded Berserker Greaves. Should give him even more power against the bottom lane.
Emily picking up the red buff of Team MSI EvoGT dito. They're trying to stole that blue buff, red buff mga kaibigan, but MSI EvoGT only taking so much damage against Emily Chok dito. Will he be able to secure another life dito sa mid lane mga kaibigan? He was ignited. That last hit once again mga kaibigan from Emily Chok in the mid lane, pero nanganib ang buhay ni hit dito. And yes, with the last hit coming from MSI EvoGT, Coops in the bottom lane, they succeed picking up a kill sa bottom lane. In the mid lane dito, but Yukes trying to respond mga kaibigan. They're getting the life of Shishi dito. He was forced to use that Dominus and he's chasing for his life. He's running for his life, pero he was ignited, but with that Dominus, naligtas mo siya sa laban na yun. Death sentence mga kaibigan from Emily TG in the bottom lane. Still, they have to disengage sa laban na to.
Yes, TG doing really well on Thresh today. Playing like Mad Life almost. Landing several hooks and plays perfectly. As you see MSI EvoGT, Carl, and Edge having a really hard time here. In terms of CS, Marky is really 25 Cs above Carl right now. And of course, Thresh picking up 2 CS, has more gold because of the minions when he was present there. As you can see, he's already level 6, about to hit level 6. He should be able to hit level 6 at the bottom lane ahead of the other members, as Marky is already level 6. Carl trying his best to still last hit those minions. You can see Marky trying to bully him away from those minions.
Yes, 2-1 ang ating score. Favorable sa Team MLE ang laban na to. But when it comes to the CS, yes, every laning phase, MLE have the advantage. Kung mapapansin mo in the bottom lane, 30 CS ang advantage itong si Marky against kay Carl. And I am thinking na at this point of time, as soon as they got the kill in the bottom lane, they will get that dragon. Pero mga kaibigan, a solo dragon para dito for Emily Hate. But mukhang medyo risky ang ganitong klase ng performance. And we're looking how Emily Hate will get that dragon. MSI EvoGT on in the mid lane. Got alive of Choke in the mid lane dito. And mga kaibigan, ang ating score ay 2-2. But yes, they successfully got the first dragon of this match. Cyclone mga kaibigan from Coast dito getting the life of one champion. Emily TG have to use the box and disengage. Flashing from edge dito. Emily TG was about to go down and it's a 2-4 score mga kaibigan. He was exhausted. Yet again, MSI EvoGT only have to use that distortion and mimic as well. A Mysterio chain in the bottom lane. Coops was about to go down. Last hit mga kaibigan. With that ace in the hole, hindi pa rin enough yung harang dito ni Jana in the bottom lane. And I am thinking na dahil to sa kaseksihan ni Jana.
Yes, possibly that might be the reason, of course.
Kasi nagulat ako eh, dapat makaharangan yun eh. Or siguro dahil sa lumilipad si Jana. Well, we don't know.
I also feel like maybe Coops made a miscalculation. They're thinking if he goes invisible, mawawala yung targeting ni Caitlyn sa ace in the hole. But apparently, of course, we don't know. Possibly that might be. Okay, we have a replay now.
Kasi sabi natin, dapat makaharangan yun eh. Or siguro dahil sa lumilipad si Jana. Well, we don't know.
I also feel like maybe
a summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
It is something went wrong mga kaibigan. Pero eto, kita-kita natin ang replay. Shutdown from Caitlyn dito. Hindi tumama ang ace in the hole from Caitlyn kay Jana sana sa pagharang niya na yun. Pero, well, still, mga kaibigan, mukhang nagkaroon tayo ng technical difficulty ngayon sa ating pro gaming series. And I think some internet connection issue ang ating problem ngayon. Pero mga kaibigan,
yeah, so we'll just have a short break, a 3-minute break right now while we have to help the players resolve their connection issues. And once we've resolved that, we'll continue our game.
Postpone ba? Or postpone game?
Yeah, so
okay mga kaibigan, we'll be right back mga kaibigan after a few minute break. Titignan muna natin kung ano pwede natin gawin. You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. I'm GG.Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
Kita tayo ulit maya. After a few minute break mga kaibigan, stay tuned lang kayo. Tignan natin kung anong gagawin natin.